K-drama fans, hold on to your seats because we have shocking news that will blow your mind. Despite all the rumors, Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Ji Won may still be dating, but that isn't even the biggest revelation of the day. As if the situation couldn't get any more dramatic, Kim Sae Ron's lover unexpectedly comes forward with shocking information that challenges our preconceived notions. You will be both heartbroken and incensed by what he tells about her last days, so stay tuned to the very end. Two huge headlines that have everyone talking are causing a stir in the Korean entertainment industry. Let's start by discussing Kim Ji Won and Kim Soo Hyun, the couple that isn't giving up. Fans have believed that these two are actually dating since their smoldering chemistry and Queen of Tears. Despite the fact that neither has formally acknowledged a relationship, the evidence keeps mounting. Even months after the drama concluded, fans continue to notice small hints that their romance may be more than just acting because of how electrifying their on-screen chemistry was. Shippers are certain these two are the real deal based on the evidence, which includes suspiciously similar travel plans and identical accessories. However, this is where things take a bad turn. While fans were rejoicing over this possible romance, a far more severe matter concerning the untimely death of Kim Sae Ron has surfaced. The ex-boyfriend of Kim Sae Ron, who goes by K, has spoken forward in a surprising way. He has made startling allegations that fundamentally alter the story of the late actress's true fate. K maintains that the reality is significantly more nuanced and tragic than previous rumors that connected her difficulties to Kim Soo Hyun. In tearful declarations, he paints a vivid picture of Kim Sae Ron being ensnared in a violent marriage to a New Yorker, cut off from all those who loved her. According to the information he provides, a young woman is pleading for assistance but is not receiving it from her own family, who ought to have been her strongest protectors. K claims that after a brief affair, Kim Sae Ron's problems started. When she wed a man from New York earlier this year, what she had believed to be love swiftly became a nightmare. K posts screenshots of unsettling texts in which her new husband allegedly dictated her every action, ordering her to stop communicating with friends and keeping tabs on her correspondence. According to reports, the scenario turned violent, leaving Kim Sae Ron helpless and afraid. K's assertion that not a single family member visited Kim Sae Ron after she tried self-harm in November and was admitted to the hospital is arguably the most startling of all. It is especially disturbing that her own mother, who was apparently eating with friends while her daughter was in the hospital recovering, showed no concern. It's terrible to read the last messages K shares from Kim Sae Ron. She talks of experiencing physical violence and living in constant fear in messages she wrote a few days before she died. She wrote, "That psycho is insane," in reference to her spouse. "He curses at me, he hits me, but nothing changes." According to reports, she said that the marriage was a horrible error that she had made because she was lonely and not out of love. The fact that K has signed his name and fingerprints to official documents and even provided recordings of talks in which Kim Sae Ron described her pain lends even more credibility to these claims. This is a heartbreaking story of a young woman who was let down by those who were supposed to protect her. It's not just gossip. Let's now address the obvious question. Why was Kim Soo Hyun first being linked to this tragedy? K has strong opinions about this, stating that it is utterly unjust to use the actor's name in connection with something he had no involvement with. "I don't know Kim Soo Hyun personally," says K, "but I can imagine how unfair this must feel for him." He is especially upset that the genuine people who let Kim Sae Ron down, including her own family, have gone unnoticed while unfounded suspicions about Kim Soo Hyun have been circulating. To demonstrate how seriously the Seoul police are taking these unfounded claims, they have now formally opened investigations into the defamation cases involving both Kim Soo Hyun and the late Kim Sae Ron. Fans' imaginations are still being captivated by the possible romance between Kim Ji Won and Kim Soo Hyun. Their connection is still one of the most promising aspects of K-drama at the moment, despite the gloom surrounding these new disclosures. In addition to their social media activity frequently appearing coordinated in ways that imply more than friendship, fans have observed that they have been sporting eerily identical accessories lately. Although neither has provided any confirmation, many are certain that this is the genuine deal, based on their natural comfort level and the way they stare at one another in interviews. It's a stunning contrast to the heartbreaking tale we just heard, demonstrating that although there is darkness in the entertainment industry, there is also true happiness and connection. All of these entangled tales may now gain some clarity thanks to the ongoing police investigations. Acting Police Chief Park Hyun-soo has stated that all parties are being asked to provide statements, demonstrating their commitment to treating the defamation charges seriously. This covers not only the Kim Soo Hyun case, but also the inquiry into the alleged defamation of Kim Sae Ron by YouTuber Lee Jin-ho. These court cases could ultimately distinguish reality from fiction and provide the justice that all parties, particularly Kim Sae Ron's memory, deserve. Kay's testimony is particularly potent because it humanizes Kim Sae Ron in a manner that the media never did. He talks about her difficulties paying for medical care following her attempt at self-harm, noting that she required surgery worth 5 million won, but was unable to obtain insurance coverage. He tells him that she stayed in the abusive marriage, in part because she was afraid her husband would target him next, and that even in her darkest moments, she cared about other people being harmed. These are the frantic behaviors of someone who felt totally alone and confined, not the acts of someone who didn't care about life. It's crucial to keep in mind that there are actual individuals with actual suffering behind every headline while we take in all of this information. The story of Kim Sae Ron is more than just celebrity rumors. It serves as a heartbreaking reminder of how violent relationships and mental health issues can ruin lives if no one steps in. However, the possible romance between Kim Ji-won and Kim Soo Hyun demonstrates that happiness and love may endure despite adversity. These tales serve as a reminder that, at their core, superstars are people with the capacity for both unfathomable joy and unfathomable suffering. You might be surprised to learn that, although he has never openly linked it to Kim Sae Ron's tragedy, people close to Kim Soo Hyun claim he has been covertly helping mental health charities ever since these events occurred. His decision to react with compassion rather than rage despite being wrongfully thrust into this circumstance is a credit to his character. In the same vein, Kim Ji-won has recently been seen visiting children's hospitals, demonstrating that both celebrities recognize the value of giving back in spite of their personal struggles. We are left with significant questions as this story's emotional roller coaster comes to a close. How could someone of Kim Sae Ron's talent and popularity have slipped through the cracks like this? When the warning flags were so obvious, why didn't her family or industry peers step in? And how may such catastrophes be avoided in the future? These are difficult topics to answer, but we must have these discussions. We can only pay tribute to Kim Sae Ron's memory for the time being by remembering her amazing skill and the happiness she offered to her admirers, while also taking note of the unfortunate circumstances surrounding her death. Regardless of whether Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won are a true couple or just close friends, their bond has provided fans with a lovely thing to think about during these trying times. These tales serve as a reminder that being in the spotlight can bring both amazing highs and heartbreaking lows. One last thing before we go, perhaps it's time to start seeing past the glitz and discover the true people behind it. In a field where appearances are crucial, perhaps there is some positive outcome to this tragedy after all. And Kim Sae Ron's story should not be forgotten if it results in improved support networks for actors who are having difficulties. How do you feel about all of these changes? Please leave a comment below with your opinions, and remember to like and subscribe for future updates on this ongoing narrative. Thank you for viewing, and keep in mind that kindness counts both online and offline.